Hello guys, welcome to Govind Education. Today we are going to learn functions in Rust. Today is your lecture 4th in Rust. Are functions. We all know in Java, in C++ we did functions, and functions are the fundamental blocks that help to organize and reuse our code. And in Rust, how functions are defined? We will use the keyword fn. Okay, we will use the keyword fn followed by parentheses. We have a function followed by parentheses and a body of a function. Here, unlike Java and C++, here in Rust we don't have function overloading concept. So other functions in Rust are immutable, a parameter with immutable, mutable. We can use mute in the parameter and returning the value, multiple returning values as we did last class. We did in the last class tuple, pass by reference and recursion. So here I am using a keyword fn. Along with that a function name I am using greet and a parenthesis. Right now I am not using anything. It's your function body. Here you can use here you can type anything. Hello Rust. Now where to call this greet in the main program? I am calling this greet function. Okay. Here I am declaring the function. Here I am declaring the function. Here I am calling the function. Let us run this code. Here you see the output, hello Rust. After running we will get the output here, hello Rust. Now our next program is function with parameters. Now in this we will add some parameter. I'll make a function add. A is a variable with integer 32-bit. Another variable is B, integer 32-bit. We have to write the variables A and B with their specific data type. Addition of two numbers. Now in this, in main function, I'll call the function, what is the function name? Add. I'll call the function add and I'll pass the value maybe 3 and 4. Now 3 and 4, 3 will go to A, 4 will go to B and they will get added here. 7, 3 plus 4 is 7. Let us see the result. See, sum is equals to 7. So this is the function with parameter. We will see returning a value of a function. For returning a value in Rust we don't use the keyword return. Okay, so how we will do is, to return the value we will use this syntax. Okay, to return the value we don't use keyword return, we use this syntax and a data type integer 32-bit. In this I'll simply add two numbers, A plus B. Not using a keyword return here, I am simply using A plus B. Now when this will get added, I have to store somewhere that result. So for that, let result is equals to add 3 plus 4. What this will do is 3 will go to A, 4 will go to B. Here we will get addition. Now it will automatically return the value 7 to this result variable. Now I have to print result. Let us run this code. Addition is 7. So it automatically returns, when I use this sign, it automatically returns the value to function add. Here they will store the value in result and the result is get printed here. I hope returning a value is clear. Now our next concept is immutable and mutable. So you know, for I did in last classes, please follow that, and same like here you use mute keyword. Okay, you can take the reference from the last classes, and if you have any doubt, please write down in the comment section. I'll surely help you. The next concept is tuple. Here I am using integer types, right? Data types. Now to use integer, to use boolean and to use character, that means different data types in a same function parameter, we use tuple. That is known as functions with multiple return values in Rust. Let us see how I'll create a function. So here I am writing a function name info. In that I am using a integer 32-bit, boolean and static string. Okay, in the function body, let me write down the values. In the function body I am writing for integer 32-bit, let's say 1, boolean value is true and string is hello. Okay, now this will return the function value here. So for now, to store the info values, I'll use a variable. This will store this information value. Okay, info. Now all the values which are in info will get returned to, it will get returned here, and these value get stored in this number, boolean and strings. What we will do, we will simply print this. Now let us run this code. See here, we will get the number 1, flag is true and language is hello. Now we will go to our next concept, that is recursive, which is the last concept of today. So in C++ we all did this factorial of a number. If n is 0, then we have to return, else n into factorial of n minus 1, that is 5, n minus 1 is 4, n minus 1 is 3, so it is get multiplied. As you know, factorial of the number, it's a very basic, we did in C++ also, in Java also, the same factorial I am writing here, factorial of a number 5. Let us run this code. See, factorial of a number 5 is 120, which is your output. If you have any doubt, write down in the comment section. If you like the video, please subscribe to channel. Thank you. Bye bye.